In terms of how it was executed and the force that they used, they immediately tried to detain any individuals that are inside of the home.
Federal agents in full tactical gear swarmed Diddy's posh homes in Los Angeles and Miami, determined to uncover every hidden secret. They weren't playing around, tearing into safes, cracking open electronics, and leaving documents scattered like confetti at a wild party.
I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year. So I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it.
Bad Boy Films may hold the keys to this mystery, as the mansion is linked to them. Rumor has it the feds scored a digital treasure trove, think juicy emails, encrypted files, and text threads that could blow this case wide open.
As I said before, I'm innocent.
Still, they're keeping a lid on the real dirt, which has the rumor mill spinning in overdrive. What bombshells could be hiding on those seized hard drives? But here's where things get truly jaw-dropping. Whispers are floating around, hinting at a shocking connection to a cold case that's haunted hip-hop fans for decades. Could this be linked to the notorious murder of rap legend Tupac Shakur? The possibility is enough to make anyone's head spin. A former FBI agent who dived deep into the Shakur investigation even hints at it. As for what might be lurking in those files, insiders are hinting at potential bombshells that could not only shake Diddy's empire to its core, but also blow the lid off one of hip-hop's most infamous mysteries.
Did Diddy plead for pity?
Is the truth about to come crashing down? Hold your breath, because this scandal isn't even close to being over. The suspense is killing us, but it's all part of the ride as the details slowly trickle out.
Sean Combs wanted Tupac and Suge dead. It was part of the East Coast, West Coast rivalry, and that Sean Combs possibly was offering as much as $1 million.
For nearly 30 years, Tupac Shakur's family has waited for answers, and now retired FBI agent Phil Carson believes the Diddy raids might be the key to unlocking that mystery. Carson hints that Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, a major player in the Shakur assassination story, could be flipping on Diddy to save his own skin. Davis, recently nabbed after dodging justice for years, supposedly holds the smoking gun that ties Diddy to the Shakur murder. Carson lays it out: in today's criminal world, loyalty is scarce, and Davis might just sing to buy himself freedom. Is this the moment investigators have been waiting for to finally crack this case wide open? The pressure is closing in on Diddy from all angles, as lawsuits keep piling up, accusing him of all sorts of seedy crimes. The music mogul's seemingly invincible empire is shaking, and he's teetering on the edge with nowhere left to hide. One thing's for sure: the truth, when it comes out, will send shockwaves through hip-hop. Meanwhile, more dirt's hitting the fan. The tranquility of Diddy's world shattered in November 2023 when Cassie, an R&B singer who was once signed to his label, dropped a legal bombshell accusing him of a decade of torment and abuse. Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, bravely stepped forward with a gut-wrenching story of manipulation, violence, and betrayal that rocked the entertainment world to its core. The lawsuit paints a chilling picture of Diddy wielding power over Cassie in the most disturbing ways. Her allegations have stirred up a frenzy of speculation and raised questions about Diddy's conduct. The walls are closing in, and it's looking more like the mighty music mogul's days at the top could be numbered. Now, with these shocking accusations and a history of whispers surrounding his alleged involvement in one of hip-hop's darkest moments, Diddy is scrambling to maintain his grip on his crumbling empire. His once untouchable image is now mired in scandal, and the world is watching with bated breath as the fallout continues to unfold. The story's far from over, and we're all glued to see how this unfolds.
When I spoke about the fact that Puff was in there to spy on Big and them, and Tupac was coming up there, and he's in the office with Jimmy Henchman and Andre Harrell, nobody believed me at the time.
Facing a wave of accusations, Diddy's legal team wasted no time dismissing Cassie's lawsuit, calling it a blatant attempt at extortion. Ben Brafman, his attorney, blasted the accusations as offensive and outrageous lies aimed at tarnishing Diddy's reputation. But behind the scenes, negotiations buzzed, and a hasty settlement was announced just one day after the lawsuit hit the courts, leaving the details in the shadows and fueling even more speculation. Cassie's explosive claims weren't the only ones shaking up Diddy's world. Soon after her lawsuit, two more women stepped forward with their own allegations against him. Joey Dickerson, who crossed paths with Diddy in the early 90s, brought forward chilling accusations of drugging and explicit imagery that left her life in shambles. She has photos that place her in Diddy's studio, including one where she's sitting on his lap. An unnamed woman, known only as Jane Doe, came forward with a chilling story of coercion and violence at the hands of Diddy and Aaron Hall, adding another layer of scandal to the storm swirling around the music titan. With lawsuits piling up and accusations flying, Diddy found himself in uncharted waters, facing legal and public scrutiny like never before.
He's the acceptable monster at this time, like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
The facade of invincibility he'd built over the years started to crack, revealing the vulnerable man behind the mogul mask. His reputation, once glowing and untouchable, was now tarnished, and the weight of public condemnation pressed down hard. Fans and business partners who used to flock to his orbit started backing away, and the fallout was swift and brutal. In a dramatic twist, Diddy temporarily stepped down as chairman of Revolt, the TV network he co-founded amid the rising sexual abuse allegations. The decision sent shockwaves through the industry, leaving many wondering who would fill the void and if he'd ever return to reclaim his throne. But the exodus didn't stop there. As the allegations continued, the scandal deepened, and Diddy's once loyal followers began to rethink their loyalties. The pressure was mounting and the industry was on edge, holding its breath to see what would happen next. Diddy's troubles kept stacking up as 18 companies cut ties with his e-commerce platform, Empower Global. The swift and decisive response sent a strong message no one accused of such heinous acts would find shelter. Annette Anna, the founder of luxury bag, eyewear, and apparel brand House of Takura, condemned Diddy's behavior, emphasizing their unwavering support for victims. Similarly, Annette Ayan of N-System echoed those sentiments, noting that despite once admiring Diddy as a business leader, the decision to sever ties was clear.
Sean Diddy Combs' empire is on fragile ground.
This marked a rapid fall for Empower Global, which Diddy launched in July with grand ambitions of empowering Black-owned businesses. It was meant to uplift marginalized voices, but the future of the platform grew uncertain as the allegations against its founder piled up. In a desperate defense, Diddy told Rolling Stone, "Enough is enough. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth, but with each passing day,
I'm not even saying nothing about it because I'm just so burnt out.
The walls closed in tighter, casting a shadow over his once shining legacy. Could he reclaim his throne, or was his empire beyond repair? Amid the turmoil of lawsuits, Diddy faced yet another damaging legal battle that threatened to obliterate what was left of his tarnished reputation. The latest lawsuit, filed by a music producer involved in his Grammy-nominated album, unleashed a storm of shocking accusations that shook the music industry. The lawsuit was extensive, with countless allegations that painted a grim picture. Rodney Lil Rod Jones, the producer behind 9 tracks on Diddy's acclaimed 2023 album, The Love Album, emerged as a formidable adversary in the mogul's downward spiral. His sprawling 73-page lawsuit was packed with graphic details, adding another layer to the damning cases against Diddy.
I can't go for that, so I'm fighting back. He's a fighter, but I'm gonna put in this fight. I gotta do it for myself, my rights.
Jones painted a chilling picture of psychological torment and sexual coercion at the hands of Combs throughout their collaboration. He alleges relentless abuse, from unwanted groping to coerced encounters with sex workers. Jones recalls waking up disoriented in a haze, naked next to sex workers, with Combs lurking like a predator. It wasn't just about power, it seemed like he reveled in exerting dominance over people who didn't want it.
I think Lil Rod was trying to save face on certain things, that he had somewhat of a relationship, or he was doing some things with Diddy that he didn't want to really come out in that fashion.
The horrors didn't stop there. Jones claims Combs forced him and his son Justin to arrange sex workers for wild parties, using threats of violence as sinister tools of manipulation. Behind closed doors, the lavish lifestyle hid a dark underbelly of exploitation and coercion, leaving victims in its wake. Rumors swirled that Diddy was running an Epstein-like operation, filming everyone, though hard proof remains elusive.
They found like 250 cameras or something like that?
Him recording some of these parties, and he's using a lot of this stuff for blackmail, like a lot of celebrities, even as far as politicians.
In a stunning reveal, Jones presented evidence, including video and audio recordings, capturing Combs and his entourage engaging in illegal activities across multiple states, from California to New York. The recordings reportedly expose a web of deceit and debauchery, with Combs at its center. As the lawsuit unfolds, Jones seeks a staggering $30 million in compensation, aiming to hit Combs' dwindling fortune hard. With the threat of incarceration looming, Diddy's fortress of fame teeters on the brink of collapse, shaken by relentless scandal and scrutiny. As the dust settles and the court drama plays out, one thing is clear: a Titan's fall is imminent, and the world watches with bated breath as the final act of this sordid saga unfolds.